and young gods, OGs and young gods.
I know you guys are probably asking yourselves, who gave this nigga the right to write a Bible? But if we all look past the lies and false teachings of the men that portray themselves to be the powers that be and seek the truth, our lives just as well as all that lives lives are Bible.
OGs and young gods, OGs and young gods, OGs and young gods.
No matter what man-made religion we believe in, just being true to thy Lord within ourselves will bring us peace. It's gonna be alright, cause in hell, we can't win the war between good and evil without being truthful to the powers that be.
OGs and young gods, OGs and young gods, OGs and young gods.
Hood, hierarchy, mob pad. Every single episode, man, we gonna give them a little background.
I know how I feel because I've been through that 1,000 times.
Lovely ghetto you, beautiful ghetto you, sweet ghetto.
We made so much doing that. I started taking that money, throwing the concerts.
It's your boy, Project Pata. Hood hierarchy, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, look, man, if it ain't in the hood, man, it ain't on here.
Hey, this your boy Mario Cannon, man. You rocking with Hood Hierarchy. You already know what's going down.
Team Pretty P stand up. It's a wrap. Tune in.
It's Deli Dale. And whenever I got time and I'm relaxing and I'm chilling, I don't give a damn if I'm laying in the bed with you. I'm checking out Hood Hierarchy. And it's just that simple, just that easy.
It's 7 Up, man, straight from Brooklyn. I want y'all to check my boy out, Uncle Beast, Hood Hierarchy. The dopest interviews, the dopest content, the dopest platform, straight from Chi-Town, man. You know what it is, man. We representing Uncle Beast, Hood Hierarchy. That's the highest of prestige. Get it? You already know. That's on game. You heard?
Well, I was saying this the one and only HD president, Mr. Bow Bow Bow. This is Hood Hierarchy checking in. I'm signing out. HD4, bow, bow, bow.
F&G shit. F&G shit. Shot
big homie Tre Boogie.
We slide.
Johnny Rocket.
Sliding in the rentals, trying to run the milli up. In the southeast, Tre Boogie been a plug. Rubber bands on the blues, hella panoramic views. If you get into it with the squad, you can never lose. It's on the flow like Yellow Rider. I got your vibe on the toes like nail polish. In the city, we get respected from everybody. You about to pull up on Tre Boogie, now let's chop. If you talking about the game, let's chop it up. If you talking about the hustle, let's chop it up. If you talking about the grind, let's chop it up. Talking about some fly vibes, baby, let's chop it up. If you talking about the game, let's chop it up. If you talking about the hustle, let's chop it up. If you talking about the grind, let's chop it up. Talking about some fly vibes, baby, let's chop it up. Let's chop it up. Got it wet, it's not a cut. Ain't worried about what nobody else got, cause I got enough. Me and Tre Boogie locked in, he threw a lob, I done. Heard the beat and sauced it up, can't nobody go hard as us. If you talking about the game, let's chop it up. If you talking about the hustle, let's chop it up. If you talking about the grind, let's chop it up. Talking about some fly vibes, baby, let's chop it up. If you talking about the game, let's chop it up. If you talking about the hustle, let's chop it up. If you talking about the grind, let's chop it up. Talking about some fly vibes, baby, let's chop it up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As your big homie Tre Boogie, and today is Hot Topic Tuesday. I get a nice panel around me, some solid individuals, so with different opinions and thoughts, so we could talk about these topics, man. And again, it's interactive, so if you want your comments, your posts read and put on the screen, come on over to YouTube. That's the only way I could put it on the screen. So come on over to YouTube. I appreciate y'all on whatever platform you're watching, man. Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna bring on the panel. I see some couple hosts right now. We'll bring them on after we introduce the panel. Tonight we got two individuals on. First one, let me bring up
So,
You
hey, what's up,
rock. You
everybody?
rock.
What's up, man? Thanks for having me on, man. Name's
Hey, you
E-Rock, the
know,
Ghetto Native. I'm well, let's see. I have a media outlet now. We Know First Media host. I'm a co-founder. I also do music and represent San Diego, man, all my life.
that's right. That's right. You know, we know first media is family to Boogie's Flavor and Let's Chop It Up. So, you know, we support y'all 100%. I appreciate you for coming on. We had G-Mon on before y'all. So, you know, let me try to get the camera. I'm doing like you, moving the opposite way.
I'm telling you, man, it's a little weird, man. The first time doing on as far as this way.
That's right. Well, let's bring on the next panel member. You got Popolitckin podcasting. How you introduce now? How you going to introduce it?
Hey, what up? What up? What up? This is Popolitckin. That's my brand. That's a website. That's Self Help Meets Hip Hop. I started it. I do a podcast. I interview a lot of your favorite MCs. I started in 2008, so that's like what's that like? That's a while now. 2008.
Yeah.
But I interview a lot of people before they blow up. Like I interviewed Meg Thee Stallion years before she blew up. The Baby, Currency, Yo Gotti. Mexican LT, like y'all hear about him. He out now, but I interviewed him like 2 years ago. So I'm like the hood star search. That's what I try to do. I'm like the hood star search. And then also like I got some of the homies. Like I had Razkaz on the podcast, JD, courtesy of Trey, and then also Jay Prince. That's probably my favorite interview so far. I had Jay Prince on the podcast a few times. So yeah, that's what we at with it. And I'm in San Diego, but we global though. I interview San Diego cats, but we ain't just doing San Diego. We doing the world. Interview all over the world. Interview whoever. You got a voice, I'm trying to get to you.
There it is. There it is. Before we get into the topics, you know, and yeah, you know, it's about networking. You know, y'all two need to connect after this. You know what I mean? Me and you need to connect and collab. All of us need to collab more. You know what I mean? And that's what's do. That's what we do with OGs and Young Gods podcast. Big up to my man Shout Body for me. You know, the Thug Bible movement. And also big up to my brother Uncle B. Hood Hierarchy Mobcast on YouTube. Check it out. But yeah, before we go on, we got some people in the comments. You know, Bloodstone the Street Preacher said, "What it do? Just chilling, Bloodstone. You see, appreciate you. Appreciate you.
What up?
Trail. Big homies. Okay, I feel you, man. Hey, I appreciate you, dog. I appreciate you. He also said, I see y'all. Big love, big love. That's for Boogie's Flavor. How did that happen? Oh, yeah. I was letting them know. Okay. I was like, how did that happen? San Diego love, San Diego push. You know, 619 all the time. You did. So, yeah. Let's get into it, y'all. Y'all ready? Let's dive into it, man. The folks want to know what these topics are this week. So, I'll go with you first, Popolitckin. Bring that knowledge over here, man, and let's talk about your opinion on what's the best way to build up a fan base. You know, as a podcaster, or artist, or whatever.
I think social media is a good way to start your say you just I'm starting from ground zero. You're a new artist getting in the game. It's good to start with social media just to build your brand a little bit. But I think the number one way to into your fans is going on the road and doing shows. I think once you start one by one and connecting with them after the show, you selling merch. And then people remember that more than just a social media follow or a social media like. So I think the social media is good, but I think still it's the shows, people seeing you in person, people seeing you perform. That's how you're going to build those lifelong fans right there.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
I agree with that. It goes back to networking. It goes back to performing, getting yourself out there, letting people know who you are. merchandise, getting out there and having people, like you said, having people take home something, because that's what a lot of things, it used to be like that. It used to be where people were selling tapes, people were selling CDs, and you could bring that home, and people remember that, just like he said. And but definitely networking and definitely having a good team around you, like good solid couple of friends that can push your stuff. That when you're not, you could be somewhere else and they could be in the next room pushing your stuff still. You know what I mean? So you need a good team around you. Networking. It's just like word of mouth, getting stuff out there. It's like old school hustling again, networking. That doesn't get old. That doesn't get old. Social media works too.
Social media, we're going to get into that too. We're going to get into that. I feel like this. I knew when I was doing my shows and my comedy, my Who's Next showcase with my man Nimmy and Poncho, big love to y'all. There was a comedian named Mike Diamond, right? And he'll drive all the way down from Oceanside, right? He'll bring about 5, 6 people came to see him. He used to just do the open mic, and then I eventually booked him as a headliner for the comedy part, right? And now he's blowing up.
Nice.
This dude, after every show, he will be in the back shaking every single last one of their hands.
Yeah.
Exchanging Instagram, taking pictures, laughing and smiling. And when go check out his interview in the archives, y'all. Mike Diamond. I brought it up to him and told him I that's dope. Like I manage artists, and I be trying to tell them that.
Yeah, that goes a long way, bro.
Fan. And meet a new shake a hand and meet a new friend. You know what I mean?
It goes a long way, man. People remember that. They can always remember that. When they think of your name, don't think of that moment where they met you. This guy came around, you shook everybody's hand. I mean, I was on the opposite end of that too. Like one of my previous jobs where I was a caterer, so I was a lot of concerts, and there was people, like big time people, that come in and wouldn't say nothing to nobody. But then you have the artists like Blondie, Seal. They went around and shook everybody's hands. That was in the 90s, and I remember that. 30 years later, I still remember that, because they went around and shook my hand, say thank you for working my show. So when I started doing shows, I took that with me. Just like you said, after the show, I'll go out and shake everybody's hand and thank them for coming to our show to spending money and their time.
Yeah, people either call me a pastor or a politician, because the way I'll greet everyone in the room. You know what I mean? With a handshake and a smile. You was gonna say something?
No, that was the same thing I was saying. I said, think about the presidents. They still got to get out there on the road and campaign when it's time to vote. So I don't think nobody more famous than the president. So hey, if they out there hitting the road, yeah, exactly. That means that's what you got to do too. Eventually, you can only go so far. Doing it just off social media.
Yeah, that's right. True. You got to put the legwork in. You got to put the legwork in. Can't be lazy.
Right.
I call it old school. You know what I mean? You gotta be a throwback. When I was doing my shows, we used we used social media, but what was really getting them out and coming to the functions was me going out, passing out flyers, introducing myself, shaking their hand, talking to them. You know what I mean? And making them feel like, it's going to be a nice show. Come out, bring your friend. Matter of fact, here's a couple tickets. You know what I mean? You got to do it, man.
It goes a long way, man. That goes a long way.
As a fan, I've been. You remember the Fresh Fest festival or the Fresh Fest? No, the Deaf Fresh festivals that we used to have when Run DMC and everybody came to the sports arena every year. I remember when LL, when Eazy-E, when the Fat Boys. Rest in peace to Heavy D. I remember when they shook, and I remember the ones who did it.
Exactly.
We did a show when I was with Vicious Beat Posse. we did a show at UCSD a long time ago before I went to the Army when I was with Vicious Beat Posse, and we opened up for Cypress Hill. And this when it first came out, this is something you can't understand.
Yeah.
They had us in the
I remember
same
that show.
dressing room.
I remember that show.
They had us, and they had us in the same dressing room.
Was that at the Remac?
Yep.
Yeah.
I
remember that.
Right up. So we were in the same dressing room, and they came in after they did their stuff, and they just seen us come in because they went on after us. And they was like, who are they and why are they in here? Be real, hey, that was then and that was then, man. He was just, we almost got to scrapping up in there, you know what I mean? So, boys with Vicious Beat Posse, they were, let's say Be Real was on that blood stuff. They was on that stuff. You know what I mean? It became something. I'm just in there trying to dance and get paid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah. Fresh festivals. BA. Big up to my man 619. It's your boy, my boy B to the dot to the A. It's my guy. Bless don't say the Fresh Fest. But yeah, let's get into. I'm gonna start with you, E-Rock.
What's up, brother?
Right. You brought it up about being out there and don't expect this and that. Like, so when your family won't support you, but strangers will, right? As an entrepreneur myself, I felt like my first customers were going to be, I got a big family on both sides of my family. I'm going to get paid. You dig? Everybody going to support it, buy it, this and that, and it don't happen.
Yeah.
The strangers, how you feel about it?
I think that's always going to be your biggest fans are strangers. You can have your family, of course, and some do support, but some they won't, and that's just a fact of life. But I think your biggest fans are going to be strangers, besides your immediate family, But I agree totally. I agree totally. So that's the market you want to push. You can tell your friends and family you got this going on, but you really want to reach a whole different audience.
Real.
That's so. I don't take it personal. I don't take anything like that personal because I ain't gonna try to tell anybody how to spend their money. I'm just gonna put it out there. If you want to support, cool. If not, move on.
I'll say, no, I'm going to say it now real quick before we move on. I say like this, not all my family came to watch me play sports or none of that, but it was the new people that didn't know me that loved and appreciated me the most. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So again, if you're on Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, come on over to YouTube at Boogie's Flavor 619. Boogie's with a Z. Flavor FLAVA 619. Come on over. What say you, man? Popolitckin.
Yeah, I kind of I like the story of the prodigal son, how he had to go away and then he came back. So I look at it like, especially as an artist, like you only gonna get so far if it's just your family supporting you. Especially like if it's your mama or your sisters, like it don't matter what you do with them, they gonna be like it's tight. So if you want to get that real credit, it gotta be people you don't know. So like with me with my podcast, like I've been doing it so long now where most of the people, like my mom and my sisters, listen to people and they naming people. I'd be like, oh, I interviewed that person. I interviewed that person. Oh, for real, for real, for real? Yeah, I interviewed all these people you listening to. So now they own it. But it wasn't like that at first. So, that's how I be sometimes. But you can't just really be expecting them for your family to support you. Like I said, if you're doing something, you expecting your family to support it, you might well just quit doing it because it could be your brother and they ain't supporting it. Like I said, it ain't even matter because they don't look at you like that. They're never gonna look at you like I can interview Drake, but to my sister, that shit don't matter. She don't care about me interviewing no Drake, me interviewing whoever. It don't matter to her. You know what I'm saying? That shit only gonna get you so far. Like I can be like, I interviewed Drake to my mom, she's gonna be okay, all right, whatever, and gonna keep talking. That shit ain't gonna stop them. But if you're a stranger though, you say that it's like, oh yeah, how much you want to get sponsored for in your podcast, Yeah. So you shouldn't even be trying to get the family. That's how I look at it.
That's same here.
Lesto says a lot of times support comes from outside the circle because they see and respect the talent.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time, a prophet receives no love in his own town. You know, we had that topic last week on Hot Topic. Why is it so hard to get support from your own town? You know, that was a topic last week. And yeah, I don't understand it. And the crab in the barrel mentality, like nobody wants to see you win, all that stuff. But why? Why? That's what we need to get to. Why?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I like me back with me. I actually put people on back in the day when I was doing shows. I was out booking for my crew, and we needed opening people. So I'll bring in people I never met. Boom, come and do your show. I never kept my circle like as far as booking people. I never kept it within a certain group. I opened it up for everybody. I had reggae artists out there. I had a dude playing a cello. You know what I mean? Like it's everything, man. So that's my point of view.
You know, bless everyone the homie and support until you say no. Or everyone is going to support and be the homie until you say no or can't do anything for them.
Oh,
yeah. And be
but you know
facts. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I would say
it's a saying. It's a saying. You know how to lose a friend the fastest? Tell them no.
Tell them no.
Yeah, I would say you want to know the crazy thing? The crazy thing about this whole thing is once you do start popping and you blow, everybody gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I've been supporting him since day one. I remember all this."
Right.
And then you just gotta look at him like, all right, yeah, you sure was supporting me. I remember those days. Yeah, right. So, you know how that is. Once they see you on, then they come out like they really been supporting all the time.
Yeah.
Right. I've been there since day one. Hey, that's bad. We was talking about with the promo, you know, being out there hand to hand, letting people come home with something they could feel, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that brings me to this next topic. You know, is the streaming services helping or messing up, let's say, just the music industry? It's on you, Popolitckin. And again, y'all on Instagram, come over to YouTube.
Yeah. And also, I think I might got some people on my Twitter if they listening. But I'm saying, like, I was looking at it from two parts. So I got to look at it from the fan part and from the artist part. So for the fan part, it's perfect for the fan because I was thinking about it like, man, imagine like how it is now. How many CDs would you have to be carrying to listen to all this music that you can listen to now on streaming?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have to be carrying like millions of CDs to be like yeah, you know, but that's how I came up. I came up with the C. I had 2 CD cases. I had to flip through those. So now, shit, we can type up anybody, any song, any era, and just pop up. So for the listener and for the fan, it's excellent. And you're not even paying that much. You only paying $9 a month for the subscription. But back in the day, you had to pay $20 a CD, and the CD might not even be good. So for the fan part, it's great. But from the artist part, they're not. I mean, I guess it's good because they get their music out to the masses, but at the same time, they're not making no money off of it. So if we could just figure out a way for them to make more money off of it, I think it'll be a good thing. But right now, it's like if they're only getting like 0.9, like what they getting, like they ain't even getting a penny off that shit. They getting like a penny off the play. So what is that? That ain't nothing. Yeah. So you getting that ain't nothing. So I would at least say have it where they get like shit. At least get $1 a play. Start there. I ain't even trying to get it too crazy. At least get it because if we make it too crazy, like they should get $10 a play. They charging us for that, you know. So I don't want it too crazy. So make it maybe $1 a play, and that should help them more than this a penny a play they getting right now. But yeah, they got
because most tracks they sell most tracks for like $1. So maybe stream 50 cents, 75 cents a stream, or buy it for $1.
Yeah. But it shouldn't even come. It shouldn't even come from. It shouldn't come from like. It shouldn't be us paying it. It should be like Spotify, Apple, all these streaming services because they making all this goddamn money. So they just need to cut some of that money they making off instead of making. Say they make like $500 million off streaming. You make 300 million. You give something back to the artists. Like they just want to be greedy and not give the artists any money. So it's not us because we paying the streaming services. The streaming services are not paying the artists what they get the money.
Yeah,
that's what's going on
they
right
gotta
now.
figure out a way to get the artists paid.
Yeah.
It's definitely true what you said. The artist side is not that good. It's good to a point where you get your music out there to all the streaming services will play your stuff, but as far as getting paid, that's a whole different story, and that's where the problem is.
Right.
The most artists now, I think they're going back to vinyls. They're going back to putting hard copies out just to get some money out of that.
Like I said, it's really the streaming services that's not giving them people a fair cut. Like I know Tidal was trying to give them. Tidal got them like the best cut so far, but it still can be better.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, I want to go. We got, again, big up to I said it earlier, you know, big up to my brothers, you know, Uncle B. We got Hood Hierarchy in the house, Mobcast. Not a podcast, y'all. It's a Mobcast. Y'all all need to connect with them. Y'all all need to connect together. Beats, they do podcasts too. So, you know, he said salute from Chicago to Dago. You know, that's my bro.
I had Popolitckin on the podcast.
But yeah, I seen that.
Do or die. Yeah, do or die. Yeah, it was cool. It was cool.
Yeah, they kick it with. They know all them. You know, shout body on here from the Shy too. They all know them and kick it with all of them. You know, so Carol said, my brother's super dope and cats know it and still overlook him. LOL, it's almost like homies are scared other homies gonna outshine them. Shaking my head. He said, on top of
that's true.
On top of that, my brother introduced rap to a lot of these cats in the 90s when we was growing up. You know, his brother Mike Nitty, his brother dang, what's the stage name? You know, my mind blame it on my mind, not on my heart. I can't remember. Prize money. You know, that's his brother. He got a show coming up in July with Oeasy. So big up to them.
Right on.
But yeah, got to get your opinion now.
Opinion on what?
Well, we about to go. Oh yeah, we about to go to the next topic. That's where we was going to go. I was reading the comments. My bad, y'all. My bad, because they coming in, so I'm trying to read them so I could answer them. You know, Hood Hierarchy said the game is not set up for the artist to win.
No, it's too many people. Like that's why, I really don't be trying to tax people about. I don't really do this for money. I never did this for money. I got money coming in other ways.
Yeah.
But so I never really be trying to tax people, especially when I see it's talent. But it's just too many people that got their hand out and not really trying to help these artists. And by the time all that money people be trying to tax people, that probably discourage the artists because it's like a lot of these people charging way more than they should be charging for services.
And you know, we bringing up a bunch of topics that I have on the list for other shows. You know what I mean? I try to only pick three. Pick three so I could have shows to talk about in the future. You know what I mean? We could talk about all this stuff in one day. You know, I hope I say it right. E2 Bossalini. E2 Bossalini. Bossalini. How you say? Yeah, Bossalini. Okay. He said, folks don't realize that if you take off, they take off because it puts a spotlight on the city. What you put out into the universe comes back to you. And he said, yeah, I spelled it right. And you're right.
Yeah,
you're right. You know, I got one on my merch. I got a shirt. One of my designs say, when I come up, we come up. Right. And that's about me and my circle. And I don't have to be me. It could be you.
Yeah. That's how I,
you know what I'm saying? It could be any one of them.
Yeah.
Real talk.
It's just different. It's just different when you like some people, man, when you grew up with somebody and they knew you for your whole life and y'all went to school together and all that stuff. People don't be wanting to see you really blow up like that. They only want to see you go as high as they go. So they feel like you taking off, they don't, they get insecure about their own because he might not be my friend no more. I don't know what they be thinking, but you see it. It's obvious. It's like so many rappers get, like even that new guy, he just got killed in his hometown, didn't it? Julio. Yeah. It's so many rappers get killed in their hometown, so it's telling you that them fools be jealous. So he's like, shit. That's the first thing you do when you get some money. You leave that shit where you from. Fuck that. These motherfuckers be hating, bro. They be hating, bro. Like, I don't know what it is. We should be trying to come together and uplift and all that, but it ain't like that. So
yeah.
Okay, so these younger rappers and stuff. Go ahead.
I was fortunate enough to have childhood friends that we grew up together on the same hip hop tip, so we all made music together, and we're still doing music together. So there was really no hatership on that. If anything, we pushed each other. And like what's that? Iron sharpens iron kind of thing. So I was fortunate enough to have that, and we still support each other to this day. Where we jump on each other's tracks. If they want to do a song, they make me a feature. I'll bring them on my track, or I'll bring them on the show. It's all in a circle. Like I said, if I come up, they come up. I'm fortunate enough to have that.
Real talk. And I'm gonna bring up this video because we were talking about. He brought up what happened. All I know is Julio something. Rest in peace. Prayers to him and his family. But people got to stop posting everything. When you doing things and living like that, you ain't supposed to let everybody know where you at and what you doing. You ain't supposed to let your left hand know what your right hand is doing, right?
Yeah, that boy.
Put yourself out there.
He gave him the play-by-play.
Yeah, he did.
And I ain't gonna lie, maybe one of them females did too. I mean, we know how everything goes. Hey, let's play this video, and I want to come back to our bonus question for the night.
Sounds good.
For the life of me, please stop posting on social media when you're doing this all together, guns, money, and drugs, because you've just given a prosecutor their whole entire case with a bow on it for possession with intent to sell and possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. Do not post on social media guns, money, and drugs all together. You shouldn't be posting it at all. But if you're going to post it, don't post it all together, because you basically just indicted your own self.
Wow.
Yeah, that's true, man.
Trail said before we tap in, and you're going to start it off, D-Rock, but Trail said, how can we get these ARs and reps from these labels on the podcast so we can really tap in with them and get these underrated artists a look? I tapped in with some. Now you got to give the label something to look at. Everybody thinks they're where they're at, you know what I mean? But you got to honestly give these labels a reason to want to come put their money behind you, That's how I feel. What do you say about it? What y'all say about that? And it said, E2 said it's like these dudes are trying to die, speaking on putting all that stuff in the videos. Like, so what do you say about the money, the drugs, and all that in videos,
That's too many people are doing that. That's you know what I mean? It's like now you got it. Like hip hop's always been originality. That's what people stood out. A different style, a different way you dress. But now it's like a lot of people sound the same nowadays, and it's like a trend. It's a trend to put that stuff out there where you're gonna get likes, you're gonna get looks, you're gonna get this. Where you really, like a video said, you really shouldn't do that because you're putting yourself on blast. It's like back in the days, I remember when nobody wanted to take their picture. I don't want my picture taken just for that reason. And now it's like everybody's putting it out there for Front Street,
No talk.
Oh yeah, everything just switched around.
Before I bring you on Popolitckin, my brother Uncle Beats, the Hood Hierarchy Mobcast, said the industry is based off popularity, not talent. So you have to do what's popular. That's a fact,
Yeah,
and he would know.
that's true too.
Yeah, I was
Trail,
gonna
you
say,
talking about someone who will know Trail, Uncle Beats, Hood Hierarchy Mobcast. You know, it's about popularity right now. It's like I said, you gotta give them something to want to give them something to look at.
Yeah,
Just because you bumping in your town and your neighborhood, your city, don't mean nothing to them. What are you doing
yeah.
in
Well,
France? What are you doing
exactly. You
in
got to go on
London?
the
What are you
road.
doing in Maryland? What are you doing in
Right.
Chicago? What are you doing?
Go on the road. Fund your
One of the topics is
fund your little tours, like a 3-4 city tours. You know, and then another couple of months do another 3-4 city tour. You know, and just go bounce around and document all that stuff. Try to sell as much merch as you have. You know, if you can sell units before a record company looks at you and you're already selling units, I mean, you're already doing your part. They're already seeing that these people can sell. Boom, they they'll see something in you to put money behind you.
that's right. And that's why I mean, you got to, get out your comfort zone.
Get out your comfort zone.
The streets, folks with these guns, like my artist did a video and the label and I had a problem with releasing it, right? Because he did it on his own. So, and it had all that in it. Guns, weed, money. Like, why, for one, why put yourself out there like you really doing it like that?
yeah, I was gonna say,
The next man going to try to take it from you. People trying to
Yeah.
get paid. You know what I mean? And feed their families. You giving them the play by play.
Especially nowadays, man.
We used to move in silence.
Yeah.
That's a bar. That's a bar. We used to move in silence. He too said, you gotta.
Bring out productions.
He said you gotta have a buzz for the labels to even look at you. Right. That's what we're saying.
Yeah.
Or what? I mean, they gotta have a buzz for you to look at them. If you don't know, if it ain't one of your partners or something, like you don't know this person unless they got a buzz and they on the radios and all that is backed by the machine, not your homeboy. Unless, they doing other things, but that's, get it how you get it, man. You know what I'm saying? Get it how you get it. Hey.
But definitely go on the road, man. You definitely got to go on the road and start it goes back to the first question, go back and start your fan base. That's another thing the record companies look at too. You got people in others, people in different cities willing to buy your stuff, willing to pay money for a ticket. I mean, you're already doing it.
That's real. That's real, man. Hey, let them know how to find you. Let them know how to get at you. Let them know how to look at and watch the podcast. And always for both of these shows, man, like, subscribe, and share. And hit the notification bell. Real quick before you ask, we got G-Mon. We got G-Mon in the house, man. We got G-Mon in the house.
G-Mon, that's my partner. That's my co-founder. Yeah, you can find us at on Instagram. You can find us at Weed No First Media, WEED KN WEED KNOW. Weed No First Media. My personal is Ernesto D 619, and you can find us there, brother. And on YouTube, Weed No First Media on YouTube.
That's right. And I look forward to talking to y'all about, adding y'all to the bottom on the ticker, your podcast and your YouTube pages, if y'all don't mind me doing that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, that's what it's about. G-Man, before I go to you, he said things won't change. It's only going to get worse. The internet will never let it go back to the essence of original artists and dope albums. It's not about who stands out anymore. They all follow. He said, it's go. Let's go. That's right, G-Man. Let's go. Big up to G-Man. He was on the podcast before, too. So,
big up Strictly Lit.
Yeah. Big up to all of them, man. We all family. I'm supposed to be helping with videos and stuff, videoing over with y'all, too.
Yeah, roll through, man.
Oh,
When you're back on your feet, brother, you know you're always welcome.
say that.
Yeah, but
Popolitckin.
Yeah, check me out. Just check the main way I would like you to check me out. Just go on my YouTube. It's Popolitckin. That's Politicking without the G. You'll see over like 16 years worth of content on there. I've been doing this for a while. And just follow me on social media.
16 years.
Yeah. Again, I just gotta keep going now, man. Can't stop. But just make sure you follow me on social media at Popolitckin. That's all my social medias. And hit me up. I'll hit you back, especially if you're an artist.
I think you'll follow today, brother, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I'll hit you up, and then all upcoming artists or any artists that want to interview should hit me up.
Yep.
That's right. Bless on say have a good evening, my brothers. I appreciate y'all for rocking with us. All y'all on Instagram, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. The ones that came over from Instagram, I appreciate you more. I'm saying bye to y'all on Instagram. It's your big homie's big homie, and I'm out of here. That's on Instagram. I had to sign out. So yeah, man, I just want to say I appreciate y'all. I support what y'all doing. Let's keep it going, because your network is your network. Your network.
Exactly.
So,
exactly, man. I'm always down to network. I'm always down to work with people, man. No doubt.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yep.
All right, y'all. Have a good night.
We got to do it. So we've been talking about it for a while, being on each other's shows and stuff. So I'm glad we were able to do it, man.
Heck yeah, me too, man. I'm glad you had me, man. I appreciate it.
All right, have a good night, man.
Good meeting you, brother. Good meeting you.
Yeah, no doubt, man. You too, bro. You stay safe, Trey.
Yeah.
Hope everything go good for you.
Yeah.
All right,
appreciate
y'all
you. Get at me offline, Get at me offline. I'll holler at y'all, man. It's your big big homie, Tre Boogie.
Thanks, everybody.
Peace out, E-Rock.
Peace out, brother.
F&G shit. Shout
Big homie Tre Boogie.
We slide. Sliding in the rentals, trying to run the milli up. In the southeast, Tre Boogie been a plug. Rubber bands on the blues, hella panoramic views. If you get into it with the squad, you can never lose. It's on the flow like Yellow Rider. I got your vibe on her toes like nail polish. In the city, we get respected from everybody. You about to pull up on Tre Boogie, now let's chop it. If you talking about the game, let's chop it up. If you talking about the hustle, let's chop it up. If you talking about the grind, let's chop it up. Talking about some fly vibes, baby, let's chop it up. If you talking about the game, let's chop it up. If you talking about the hustle, let's chop it up. If you talking about the grind, let's chop it up. Talking about some fly vibes, baby, let's chop it up. Let's chop it up. Got it wet, it's not a cut. Ain't worried about what nobody else got, cause I got enough. Me and Tre Boogie locked in, he threw a lob, I dunk. Heard the beat and sauced it up, can't nobody go hard as us. If you talking about the game, let's chop it up. If you talking about the hustle, let's chop it up. If you talking about the grind, let's chop it up. Talking about some fly vibes, baby, let's chop it up. If you talking about the game, let's chop it up. If you talking about the hustle, let's chop it up.